I don't like. We talked about it before. I don't use the N word.
Yeah,
and I take a lot of flack.
Actually, let's bring that up real quick because this is great because I think we were talking. I don't use the word often, but I think I just mentioned someone said that word, and you're just like, oh, I don't use that word, and I don't like people using it. You didn't like yell at me or anything, but it was just and it really made me think. I stopped using the word after that because I'm like, I didn't like when guys play power games when they like say it constantly, and if I say, oh, you can't say that, then it's a power game. But then you said that to me, and it just really stuck with me. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't use this word. It is a disgusting word. Why would I use this word? I think it was you made so much sense to me.
I'm going to tell you why I appreciate when you did that. Mm-hmm. You're a fighter. You know what I'm saying? A fighter's a fighter. Mm-hmm. So a fighter, game recognized game.
Yeah.
This is the thing. It is a power game.
Exactly.
But it's not our power because we didn't create that term for ourselves. We didn't finance us making that popular. Mm. Every time that's become popular, even if we go back to the 1920s, a lot of people don't know this. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the greatest leader that we produced on a mass level in the history of the Western Hemisphere. Mm. There was no more massive following than the Marcus Garvey movement, which went around the entire planet.
Which is crazy. I'd never heard him until reading his book. Sorry to interrupt you. Just going. I was just blown away reading about Marcus Garvey. I'm just like, this guy seems amazing. How have I not heard of him?
Because there's a particular group who got him pushed out of this country. And during the 20s, he said, this same group that we're going to talk about later, he said, they're trying to get us because academics from this one group were saying, Haywood Brown, Carl Sandburg. They were saying, this is the term that you should all call yourselves. And the Garveyites were saying.
Seeing it way back then?
This is in the 1920s. Wow. And in the paper, in the Negro World, the Garveyites called the Negro World, their paper, they were saying, the audacity of these people who everybody got called bad names coming to America, but they never accepted those names.
No.
Who are you to tell us to use that name, but you won't use the negative terms that are used for yours? And the Garveyites fought them, and during that period, they won that battle. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, we've seen it resurge, that use of that term, because the same folk come back every time. They finance Richard Pryor. They finance the comedy. They finance it through media. They finance it through NWA. And now we have that word back in the
I could be wrong, but I feel like the word wasn't used that much until it got re-pushed by NWA and stuff. I could be wrong on that one, though. So.
Well, it goes through cycles. And I'm just being honest. In the 20s, that's why the Garveyites came out and said we have to stop. This is how much they hated it. They wrote a Declaration of Rights for the Negro peoples of the world. This is a Declaration of Rights for black people. It was like our own constitution. Number 11 on it said we deprecate the use of this word. We'll never use it.
Yeah.
That's how important it was. It was number 11 on like 40-something different things that said we got to do. So they said we're going to get rid of this term altogether. It was then it resurged during the black exploitation period. Again, other people financing it. Mm-hmm. Then with hip-hop, NWA, it resurfaced then. So they always invest in that because once people have no self-respect, you don't have to worry about them.
It makes you not respect yourself. Is that why they want you to call? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because, see, not only do you not respect yourself, even if you might not have looked at it this way, you can't respect black people who insult themselves. Mm-hmm. If you called yourself a low-down, dirty cracker, and that's all you called your own people. Or
constantly. It's over. A lot of guys will say it over and over. They're constantly saying it. And that's why when they tell me I can't say it when you're constantly saying a word, but your perspective just totally changed my mind on it.
Look, if Asians, if I saw an Asian, and you would never see this, every single day, us chinks.
Yo, my chink, yeah.
No, my chink, what's up, my chink? I wouldn't respect them.
And if you said it like, how dare you use that word? You'd be like.
Well, the thing is, more than that, just on a psychological level, that's a word somebody uses that hates you. Mm-hmm. If you use it and accept it, I can't even hate you anymore because you hate yourself.
People still do you.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also follow us on our other social media platforms. On Instagram, we're at dc.radical1. On Twitter, we're at dc_radical_ONE. And the Cash App is $DCRadical1. Again, thank you for subscribing. A BB for ODA and straight black pride.